the purest character.
It is in the practice of dhikr, or remembrance, that God is said to be mysteriously present in His name, and by this constant recollection we are able to draw nearer to the divine. This is the philosopher's stone with which Ghazali sought to purify his heart and transform himself. And it is this that I need to know more about.
I'm doing this research on Ghazali, and I know that he spent years wandering.
Yes.
And presumably he was engaged in various spiritual practices. Could you tell us something about these and what the nature of them is?
In Sufism, much emphasis is laid on the invocation of God. Not only in Sufism, in the Holy Quran, there are many, many verses in the Quran about remembering God. Religion itself is based on the remembrance of God. The more one mentions God and invokes God, the more the name becomes actualized in him. I mean, the very religious rites and practices are based on divine invocation. One can say that the gist, the foundation of all religious practices, and the surest way and the nearest shortcut, I mean, we have shortcuts to God, but the nearest shortcut to God is invocation.
Al-Ghazali eventually does go back to the great metropolitan cities of Islam, and the whole point of his story for Muslims is precisely that he returns to orthodoxy, but with a new vision. His vision is that the proof of Islam is an experience, what he calls dhawq, tasting the realities that lie behind the veils of physical existence. That's the real argument for religion, and that doesn't come about through the systematic discussion of metaphysics. It comes about through remembering God, purifying the intention, purifying the heart, and trying to open oneself up to an effusion from above.
The afterlife approaches, and this world passes by. The journey is long, but the provisions are scant, and the dangers great. Having set out on this journey to discover more about Ghazali and to dispel some of my own doubts, I've come to realize that the certainty of knowledge lies in the tasting. And while not achieving Ghazali certainty, at least I am beginning to understand what I need for this path.
As time passed, various matters, together with the entreaties of my family, drew me back to my homeland. And so I returned to it again, though at one time nothing had seemed less likely. Theologians, Philosophers and students of religion continued to beat a path to my door. I did not know what I still had to offer, but I tried to do what I could.
دوشنبه 14 جمادی الاخر سال 505 هجری قمری برادرم ابو حامد محمد بیدار شد. سحر نمازش را خواند و آماده رفتن به سوی پروردگار شد. از من کفنش را خواست. آوردم.
Say to my friends when they look on me dead, weeping for me and mourning me in sorrow, do not believe that this corpse you see is myself. In the name of God, I tell you it is not I. I am a spirit, and this is nothing but flesh. It was my abode and my garment for a time. What I am now, even so shall you be. For I know that you are even as I am. The souls of all humankind come forth from God. The bodies of all are compounded alike. Good and evil, alike it was ours. I give you a message of good cheer. May God's peace and joy forevermore.